seems to end when you adventure. Life's just a rubber band.
Massive love shout to everybody. For a while, just grab your hat, lick them straight, and go back hobo styles. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, this is Will, your host of the SHIB Worldwide TV live broadcasting show, and thank you so much for coming in, everybody, and I wish everybody the best of luck in the upcoming bull run. And just so you know, this is gearing up for a bull run, even though it looks like there's some major players taking advantage of the situation and creating havoc wherever they can. Not sure what was going on with today's events. I was asking a whole bunch of questions and getting very little answers. Most of them because they don't understand what manipulation looks like from an AI point of view. But there's some definite pressure going on, and I'm not sure about SHIB. This is what's strange. We got more people in SHIB, 1,537,204 on Etherscan. And on CryptEye, we have 2,876,323. That's right. So we've got more people coming in, and then we have a massive dump in the marketplace. We have 267 new wall holders on crypteye.io. So, yeah, so people are easily led to sell off. Right now we're at 401197. So it just goes to show you that the sell-offs are continuing. And the bull run starts in a couple of days, which is absolutely phenomenal that people would be selling off during this time. That doesn't make much sense and for the liquidity pool, right? So that's a massive reduction in what's going on. Plus we have burns, but the burns are mediocre to say the least. 200,000, 20,000, 21,000, 14,937, 69,000 that was 17 hours ago. So in case you didn't know what's going on there. And we want to thank every single person that comes onto the channel, because what we do is we represent the SHIB community. 80% of everything we take in from the channel goes towards the reduction of SHIB circulating supply, which is absolutely fantastic. For everybody that is not aware of what that means. Funnel. PR9 PYR3. What is SHIB? SHIB is a cryptocurrency. It's extremely cheap right now. Isaac, massive love shout to Isaac. And how is everybody? How is PY3? PYR3. How are you? Funeral. Jack is in the house. You're good, Jack? And thanks for coming back. Absolutely appreciate that. That's awesome. Not that that's getting into rhyming at all. And seeing how everybody's doing fantastic. Emma's in the house. Alexander, how are you? Funeral, doing good, sir. Excellent. Funnel. Funeral. Jesus. PYR3. I'm going to get this right one of these days, right? It's not PI, it's PY. R3. So, massive shout out to everybody. Thanks for coming in, and make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. 80% of everything we make from this channel, once it gets monetized, I would like 46 new subscribers so that we can get monetized. The faster we get monetized, the faster we can start burning SHIB on a global scale, which would be fantastic. What would that mean for everybody? That would mean less supply, more wall holders. As we gain more popularity, more people come in, more people see that we're actually burning SHIB. Mind you, with the raffle, not with the raffle, with the channel, 80% of everything we take in gets burned. But we have to wait a month every month, okay? We can only do it once a month. We only get paid once a month. It's not like you get paid every day. So you have to keep that in mind. So the more people we have coming in, in taking part, the more we burn. The more we burn, the more you earn. That's the truth of it. So there's less supply for everybody else in the world. A lot of people don't understand this, and AI has no idea, don't understand the concept either. Less supply means there's less for everyone else in the world. There's 5.3 billion people on the planet. I bet you any money, if I offered them $5 right now, they would take it. Every single person on the planet. Okay? Except for, of course, the bums and the people who can't get internet access. Because obviously you can't sell something that they don't know anything about. But that gives you a general idea of just how powerful SHIB is. And that was why we created the 50-50 raffle, was to prove that point exactly. Less supply, more demand. More demand, less supply. So what happens? Constant rise in price. That's what should happen. But what it means is constant value rising every single day that you're seeing a reduction in SHIB. Anyone and everyone from around the world can reduce it. So it's not like every other cryptocurrencies. A lot of people think it's the same as other cryptocurrencies. It is not the same as other cryptocurrencies. Other cryptocurrencies have what they call ecosystem development team driven narratives. So they dictate how much it gets reduced, not you. And they can mint as many as they like. SHIB does not have that option. SHIB only has reduction. So it can only reduce its circulating supply. Now that supply is massive. I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty high. But at the current rate of current price of SHIB is phenomenal. So for $12 right now buys you 1 million SHIB. That's what it buys you. If you're in the United States and you don't know anything about SHIB funeral, or you can get it from Robinhood. We got a couple. Matt is in Robinhood. We also got Jason Cox in Robinhood, and there's a few others that are in Robinhood as well that can help you out with that. Okay, if you go on Robinhood, type in Robinhood, and you go, I want to purchase cryptocurrencies. It's going to direct you to B or V. You want V for individual. Okay, business is B, so you don't want business, so it's V. And then you have to link your accounts. Now, like I said, talk to the people who already have it. If you don't and you're in Canada, you got MargeX, you got BitBuy, you got Coinbase, but Coinbase was hacked recently. I don't know if anyone's aware of it. And friends of mine have got hacked, and they said that they're getting their money back, but it's a slow process of retrieving their money because they got to go and find out what happened and get it back from those people. Now, what happens is they sold the cryptocurrencies and tried to pocket the money, get the money out. But because of regulations, they can go into those accounts, pull the money out directly. But usually it's cashed out. So most people want the cash. They don't want the cryptocurrency. Don't know why, but that's just the way it is. So how is everybody? How's Emma? How's Jack? Jack is good. So that's good to know, Jack. Isaac, how's Isaac? And the funeral is doing fantastic. So that's awesome. We're going to get into some thesis of what's going on. So people are easily led in cryptocurrency. That is absolutely true. We have a little bit of manipulation going on, as you can plain well see, because we're gearing up for a bull run, massive bull run. So what happens in a bull run? Everything goes up. But this last event, Tanya Frontner, how are you? How's Tanya? Massive shout out to Tanya. Thanks for coming in. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. This isn't financial advice. We tell everybody the same thing. If you're going to buy SHIB, handle it like a lottery ticket. So only buy in what you can afford to lose. No. Buy in like a lottery ticket. So whatever you spend in a lottery ticket, that's what you spend in SHIB. Oh, you're happy, Tanya. That's fantastic. Thank you for coming. If this is your first time, awesome. Thanks for coming in. I'm Will, your host of the SHIB TV Worldwide Network. Right, so we're here to what? Give you information on SHIB, share with you this information. Joey's in the house. Hey, Joey, how are you doing? Joey's from the Netherlands, and thanks, Joey, for coming in. That's awesome. Awesome. So we do have some information, not a lot of information, because we had a flash crash. Everyone knows what a flash crash is, right? It's where you see market manipulators take advantage of the situation, drive the price of everything down in cryptocurrencies. Notice the whole trend went down. It wasn't just one or two cryptocurrencies, it was the whole spectrum. Now, why is that affecting SHIB? That's the good question, because it shouldn't be. Oh, you're in Canada, Joey? Awesome. Awesome. So where are you from, Tanya? Joey's back in Canada. Okay, short answer in front. History does not show the same script, and regulatory headlines and ambitious rulings sparks panic. SHIB is the best lottery ticket. It's the best lottery ticket because no matter what you do, you always have a value. It might not be the value you're looking for, but you always have value. And it's constantly adding to that value, but a lot of people don't see it that way, unfortunately. Once they start realizing it, that's going to make a difference. You're in Prince Edward Island, the home of the potato. That's right. Massive potatoes come from PEI, Prince Edward Island. Charlottetown. Massive shout out to Mustang. How is Mustang doing? Bull Run should have started a little while ago, but it's not considered the Bull Run until October. Right after you see Binance burn 1 billion SHIB, the 3rd of October. Mustang. That will be the pretty much the official kickoff. Joey, that's funny. You want to come to Alberta, Joey? Absolutely. No problem. I'm working tomorrow and Wednesday, though. So have to come Thursday, Friday, so we can get together and have a great time. Start the kickoff. Right? Watching baseball and hockey's kicking off. I wasn't sure if the Oilers won or if Calgary won yesterday on the prelims. Not to get taken away from SHIB, of course, Joey. Continuous quietly accumulating ETFs, OTCs. There was 300 billion taken off the marketplace early this morning, which was amazing. Usually it's manipulation that's going on. So we had an ETF on Friday of Deutsche, if you know, Deutsche had an ETF and it didn't do anything for them, just like Ethereum. So the ETFs that everybody thought was going to be money piling into these exchanges or into these currencies, it didn't happen. So please keep that in mind with XRP and with ADA coming up, getting their ETFs, their spot ETFs taken up. You're looking for the ketchup chips. So Old Dutch, probably one of the better ones. You get the Ripple, right? The Ripples. They're more expensive, but they're way more flavorful, Joey. So just so that everybody knows about the chips, potato chips. And PEI does have the best potatoes in North America. So there you go, Joey. Right? So metrics and incentives, news and liquidity, vacuum trigger, regulatory ambiguity, SEC filings rejects liquidity, magnifies price moves, liquidity flows, market drops, institutions in fear of entry windows. Poutine is good, but No, poutine is horrible. It's delicious because of all the carbs. Hey, Ball Cap in the house. How's Ball Cap? How are you, my brother? I didn't see Zird tonight. Oh, he was on last night though, so can't make up for lost time, right? ETFs, concrete buying power, and we're watching for Turning Point because of Erica, Kurt, and our love still goes out to the family and friends of Charlie Kurt, of course. So we have information on SHIB, but of course it got distracted with the amount of sell-offs throughout the cryptocurrency. So I'm thinking about purchasing some more SHIB because it has dipped into more liquidity. It's at 12 right now. Yeah, so for $12.20, you can buy 1 million SHIB USDT, of course. If you're in Canada, that's roughly around 1645 or 1650, which is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic to buy it at these levels, considering the bull run's about to start in just a couple of days, which is massive. Sepstein from Canada, Poutine rules. No, Ball Cap's Canadian. Yeah, it's all carbs. You're absolutely right there. It's lovely stuff, beautiful stuff. It's fantastic, but you don't want to be putting on the weight unless you work out every day. Then you're okay. Ball Cap, yeah, Ball Cap's a Canadian. He's like us, Canadian. Not Montreal Canadian, just Canadian. So, anybody see the fiasco going on with Mark Carney and housing, which is funny. Not to get sidetracked from SHIB, of course. We want to make sure we stick with SHIB as our main focus of tonight's broadcast, because that's all we talk about. That's all we should be talking about is SHIB. Conclusion that appearance, manipulation can be an emergent property of incentives, markets and structures, news and panic, liquidity, infrastructures, accumulations, rebound, not necessary, a single actor, according to 300 billion sweep. So 300 billion taken off the market this morning since 12, right? We watched SHIB go from 1323, all the way down to 1205. And now it's testing the 1200s. But it's complete and utter manipulation. The driving down force, right? So they're like, oh, it crossed. There was a golden cross. If it crosses that and goes downward, we're looking at a downward trend. That's true. But this is totally, completely manipulation from the marketplace. Because they are looking at acquiring as much cryptocurrency as they can before the bull run starts. But they're putting a lot of fear in the market, saying, for instance, everybody, I don't know how many people are paying attention, but if you're paying attention, okay, so what we had last week was a 25 basis points cut from the Federal Reserve. That should have put the market back on its feet and sent the market higher. A lot of people are saying, well, that was already calculated in. It wasn't. They were expecting it either to go zero, which is not doing anything, or a 25 basis points. So it wasn't valued in. So we didn't see a pop in cryptocurrency. So why didn't we? So there's somebody or some entities are driving it downward on purpose so they can acquire even more, so that when the bull run comes, they've got that much more liquidity over everyone else. Easy manipulation, because people are fearful in cryptocurrency. So when they start seeing a shift in the downward pressure, they sell on a massive scale. Yeah, it's not ticking. It's like massive. Like it's ridiculous. You know, the only time I ever saw this much manipulation was when the ETFs came out for BTC. There you go, Joey. There you go. Yeah, so we're expecting massive gains in SHIB this turnaround. And I'm hoping to get the book out as soon as possible. I'm sorry it's been taking so long. I haven't been able to work on it. That's number one reason why I haven't been able to get it out. And I'm working on the first three books, right? So when the first one comes out, I'm going to be automatically copy paste on a lot of things. But the stories are going to change, of course, right? So the first book that's coming out is the free book. The second book that's coming out is fast food, so the fast food links, and then the next one's coming out is the conglomerates like Walmart, Superstore, or Loblaws, if you want. And if you guys want to give me some other ones, we can do the restaurant chains, but they kind of fit in there with the fast food and the conglomerates. Because the conglomerates have so many different elements to their stores. Because each department has its own set of rules and guidelines that they have to follow for when they file. It's going to be pretty much the same tax codes for certain things, but for hardware, for sporting goods, it's going to be different, right? So the guns and stuff like that they get. Bow and arrows, sleeping bags, camping gear, shovels for seasonal. Same thing with Halloween gear, and so forth. Because they have seasonal, right? So when you have seasonal, it's all seasons. So Christmas, New Year's. Most stores don't do New Year's, but they do have winter. So here in North America, we have coats, and of course fall coats. Big bass pro. Yeah, there you go. Ball cap. Thank you for pointing that out. Cabela's, but that Cabela's and the big pro bass shops. Basically the same idea, right? Similar to Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire's got more variety. It's like pretty much the exact same thing as a Walmart, but the Walmart's got one thing completely different than Canadian Tire has. Canadian Tire has more auto, right? And Walmart's got more produce, right? Grocery store lines. They do have women's wear, men's wear. If you go into Canadian Tire, you're not going to find a women's wear, men's wear, babies, cribs and carriages. You're not going to find that kind of stuff. But you are going to find seasonal in Canadian Tire. Joey, what's a Canadian Tire? Canadian Tire is basically like a Walmart without grocery stores. It's basically an automotive kitchenware and outdoor furniture, outdoor seasonal. Whatever you think about seasonal, like they don't have. Last time I checked, they didn't have any fridges or stoves, so they don't have any appliances. They do have small fridges, and they do have fishing gear. Yes, I have a cat. Are you allergic to cats, Joey? You can't eat her. She's a little thin little thing. I love our cat. She's a real trooper. She goes around and hunts periodically, which is awesome. We don't have any mice in the house or any mice in the garage. We used to have a couple of mice go in the garage, and once the cat was in there, that's it. We never heard a single peep afterward. That's right. Ball cap. Never thought about Sports Check. Sports Check is yeah. So I was looking at Andres and Boutique of Leather, and of course Coach. Guess, but those are retail, not retail. Yeah, retail. Oh, excellent, Joey. Excellent. There you go. Ball cap. That's right. You can use, apparently, you can use your Canadian Tire points to service your cars. I don't know what kind of return on your value you're going to get for that one, but you still can use it. Get exact metrics on definitions. Going back to SHIB, of course. Exact metrics, definitions, market cap drop, and fiat withdrawals versus coins move. Clarity and systematic differences first. Exchanges, reserve flows, gas nodes, crypto quant, generative. Julian! Maslov shout out to Julian. Maslov shout out to. Who else is in the house? Julian. Whole being. You lost me, Julian. Oh, my son, Joey. Aiden's gotten a lot better with the cat over the years. He was really mean to her earlier in his life cycle. Like he used to throw her down the stairs. And then when he went over to other people's houses, he thought it was fun to throw the cats down the stairs. Oh, yeah, it was. So I had to go pick him up at 9 o'clock at night at Bill's house because my son threw their cat down the stairs. And they said, that's unacceptable. I said, that's very unacceptable. He gets home. Guess what he does? He throws our cat down the stairs. I just told him not to do that. And the exact same thing that I told him not to do is what he did. So it's kind of funny, but it wasn't funny for me. I think he's still. There you go, ball cap. Now you have it on your little cards, right? So you can use it on your. And I hate points because I forget all about my points when I go into the store. I never use them. I think that's the whole point of using them on a. You don't get cash. Because when I had cash, I used to go to the store and I used to spend Canadian Tire cash. Now it's all on the card. And now I've lost half the money, I'm sure, more than that, from using the triangle. Yeah. Yeah. That's so sad. Yeah, well, and like he hasn't done it for 4 or 5 years now, but I mean, when you only have a little kitten, it's sad, really sad. Isabel, hi, Isabel. What's my secret? It's called Jehovah Witness. It's called Die. Isabel, hi. How are you doing, Isabel? How are you? Where are you from? Donnie! Good news, brother. There you go. Donnie, way to go. Turn yourself around. You love it? Yeah. I'm great, Isabel. Thanks for asking. And thank you so much for coming to the channel. I really appreciate everybody who comes in. And we're in it to win it. This is the SHIB TV Broadcasting Network, in case anyone was trying to figure that out. We talk about everything SHIB for the most part. We do take questions, as you can plain will see. There you go, Josie. Yeah, what would you like to learn? If you know anything about SHIB, please share it. A lot of people come on and think that it's Carlos, hello and welcome to the channel, Carlos. What is SHIB? SHIB is a cryptocurrency. It is the only cryptocurrency that's reducing its circulating supply from anywhere and everywhere around the world. So anyone and everyone can reduce SHIB. Why is that important? Well, it should answer your question right off the bat. If it's constantly reducing its circulating supply, it's always adding value. Now, it might not add price, but it is adding value. So if somebody wants to sell it for less money, SHIB is like a lottery ticket. There you go, Joey. The reason why we tell everybody that treat SHIB like a lottery ticket because we don't know which direction it's going in. It's always adding value, but we don't know which direction it's going in. So it's better to buy it as a lottery ticket so that you take a chance on it. We're entering a bull run, so it's in your best interest, but we're not your financial advisors. We don't know anything about your financial concerns or your well-being. So therefore, we can't give you legal advice on what you should do with your money. But if you treat it like a raffle ticket or a lottery ticket and just buy it every week, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it is that you buy your regular tickets, you treat it the same way. So if you're buying it like a weekly thing, usually Sundays, because usually we have sell-off Sundays. Sometimes that falls on Monday, so that everybody knows what that means. And so how do you buy SHIB? It's a cryptocurrency. So Carlos, wherever you are in the world, if you're in Mexico, Carlos, it's going to be MEXC. MEXC for Mexico, because that's their currency. It's like crypto.com, their currency is in US. We have crayfish and we have fish. Oh, so you're in Canada. Okay, Carlos. So you want to look at, geez, I'm in BTCC, and I don't recommend it because you have to have a lot of money to put in BTCC for some silly reason. You could do crypto.com though. Crypto.com gives you the ability to move your SHIB to a USDT. This is what we recommend. After the bull run is over, move your SHIB to USDT. And if you do that, then you don't have to worry about paying taxes until you cash it out into your fiat currency. No, it's not tough. It's very easy. Extremely easy. I'm in Canada. I'm telling friends to get out of Wealthsimple, though, because Wealthsimple is expensive. And it's regulated by the government of Canada. So, and you can't move your SHIB into USDT on Wealthsimple. They don't allow you to do it. You have to sell it, then move it into USDT. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Carlos. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. 80% of everything we take in from this channel goes directly into the SHIB SHIB community in the form of reductions. And we do live burns. So once we get monetized, we only need a few people left to get monetized. And after we get monetized, of course, then we're going to do the live burns. 80% of everything we take in from those live burns will go directly to you in the form of a burn. So the reduction, so the more we reduce, the more you earn. Makes sense? Everybody gains in value, and you get to watch it on the SHIBBURN.com. If you go on there, you'll see the links. I've shown the ball cap. I've shown to Joey, I believe, Mark Anthony, Jason Cox, Prince Williams. Everybody's seen it, right? So it's SHIBBURN. Here, I'll put it down in the comments here. Hold on to your party hats. I'll share it with you. If you're looking for an exchange, I'll show you the exchange. There you go, crypto.com. What else do you want to know? How about Etherscan? Etherscan.io. So the SHIB burn is pretty straightforward. It's where you can burn SHIB. You just copy the wallet address into wherever you want to send it to. You can burn it right on there. Now, for companies and organizations, you get paid to burn SHIB. Yeah, I know, Bulkhead. That's absolutely insane, right? That's $11.20. No, $12.20 buys you 1 million SHIB USDT, of course. roughly around $14 Canadian. 14 dollars Canadian. Somewhere around there, can buy you 1 million SHIB. What does the burn mean? Very good. It means that the more you burn, the more you earn. So if you burn 1 million SHIB, that's 1 million less for everyone else. 10 million, there's 10 million SHIB for less for everyone else. That's the whole point of it. You got to look at it that way. Okay, so if you burn 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, a billion, that's a billion SHIB. No one else is going to be able to touch it. It's gone forever. And anyone and everyone can burn SHIB. So every time you burn it, adds value to every single other wallet holder in the world. And I have to, the wife is calling me. I have to go, guys. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to call it a night a little early. Thanks for stopping by and really appreciate you coming in. So massive love shout out to Joey, massive love shout out to Ballcat, massive love shout out to Carlos, massive love shout out to Isabel, massive love shout out to Donnie, massive love shout out to you. Good news, brother. Hokey pokey, huh? Isabel, massive love shout out to Julian, massive love shout out to Julian. Massive love shout out to Zir if he gets in here. Tanya, massive love shout out to you. Funeral, massive love shout out to Funeral. Emma, massive love shout out to you. Alexandra. Jack, massive love shout out to Jack. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. Really appreciate you. I'll try and be on tomorrow, Joey. I know that you're in PEI. I'll try and be on tomorrow. Ballcap, $16. There you go, Ballcap. Thank you so much for pointing that out. $16.56 currently to buy SHIB for 1 million. 1 million SHIB, which is fantastic, right? So $16. So even if you put $8 or $5, it's still going to buy you a lot of SHIB. So just to keep that in mind. If that's all you have, that's all you have. And please don't continue buying it on a daily basis. So easy to put $5 a day or it's like but don't do that. Treat it like a lottery ticket. If you buy a lottery ticket every 2 days or every 2 times a week, then I treat this exact same way. $4, and then save it up so that you'd have it. So, because sometimes the fees kill you. But if you're in crypto.com, you don't have to worry about it. If you're in Robinhood, you don't have to worry about it too much. We want to share with you John 3:16. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. We do this every single night. Why? Because it's so important that everybody understand this. John 3:16. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son so that you could be saved. Isn't that awesome? Through the Lamb of God, so who take away the sins of the world. Is so true. And no problem, Ballcap. Who take away the sins of the world, so that every single one of us would have what? Eternal peace of mind, so that we can be enjoying our fellow man in heaven when we pass on. As Charlie Kirk said, it's a promotion. When you get sent to heaven, it's a promotion. So everybody should be thinking the exact same way. Absolutely. Absolutely. And want to make sure that your soul is saved. So you'd ask Jesus Christ to come into your heart and please forgive you of your sin. Jesus Christ will do that for every single person on the planet. Why? That's his promise, his commitment, his vow to you, as his life was taken from him on the cross, so that you understood that his death meant your survival. Isn't that amazing? He rose again according to the scriptures on the third day. The resurrection of Jesus Christ proves who he was, right? Proves that he was the Son of God, and that we're supposed to treat Jesus Christ as the Holy Father and of the Holy Spirit. So he's 3 in 1. A lot of people don't understand this, but when they say we want Jesus Christ to come back, don't understand what that means. He comes back with the wrath of the Father. Do you think he's coming back to save man? No, he's coming back to condemn them, as well as give the fellowship the peace as he casts. But remember, he's on a mission when he comes from heaven. He's on a mission to destroy the destructors, right? He's there to put an end to those that want to lay waste to everything they touch, right? So they become pretty much the destroyers of this world. That's that's the general gist that I get from it. And then he comes back and reunites with the fellow brethren that are left here that have made their choice to stand with Jesus Christ. So it's good for them, bad for the others. So that's why I keep telling people, you do not know what you say, right? And that's why we forgive you, because you don't know what you... It's what Jesus said on the cross, too. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Erica Kirk said the same thing, that she forgave the person that slayed her husband. Isn't that amazing? It took a lot of gusto to say that on the stage, that she's giving a memorial service, a eulogy to her husband, and then forgive him for all that. Thanks for the... It's not a wig. Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. Love you. Take good care of yourselves and each other. Have a great and wonderful night. Ballcap, thanks so much for coming. Love it when you make a statement and kick people out. It's awesome. I gotcha. And we got Littlest Hobo. Maybe tomorrow. Thanks, Ted. We're going to get right into the song here, guys. Sorry about the delay.
Keeps on calling
me. So, yes, this is Terry Bush, Maybe Tomorrow. We always end with the same segment. Yes, see you tomorrow, Joey. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. See you, Ted. Thank you for subscribing, everyone. Really appreciate it. Remember, the more subscribers we have, the more we burn SHIB, the more you earn. Balls in your court. Cheers. Take good care of each other. Have a great night, guys.